We're back on W Platform Balls. Something about it. Camp is back. The Niners are back. Football is back. And I'm back like I left some shit. I was, and I am now. So that means Sips are back. The Niner Cup is back. Shout out to my lady. We're here with a brand new off-season smash single from that sexy R&B group, J.K., John and Kyle. No, what's happening, y'all? What's up, Daniel? Happy Tuesday. Happy 49er Tuesday. It still happens. It still happens. Camp is here. The rookies are ready. The vets, probably very much so, not so much. The vets are like, fuck. Really? Really? Is it time? Is it that time of year? It is, you lazy sons of bitches. And I'm talking about you, Trent Williams. I'm talking about you. Welcome back, John, Kyle. There's so much that we can really talk about. Really, I'm just glad that football is back. For me, football has been a lot of life for a nigga, to be quite honest with you. Over my life, I've been watching football since I was like 7 years old. And I've been a Niner the whole time. Niner gang or don't bang. I don't know if my chest is ready for football to be back. Yes, let's go. Pretty lady, football is back. Today, the veterans, I believe, hit the stage at camp. This past weekend, the rookies, the new blood, the fresh fish, as we used to call them. Hopefully none of you niggas get dumped in a trash can full of ice or no shit like that. I don't think you really can haze anymore these days, can you? That shit's pretty much null and void. That shit's almost like physically, literally illegal. Because you know niggas die. Niggas die when they get hazed. We've seen it. You've all seen it. It's unfortunate. And oftentimes it happens to somebody young. But, you know, you got these grown-ass men. No, ain't nobody going to haze me. We talked about the numbers last night. We talked a lot of numbers last night. Why I'm only 5'10". Why the Lord blessed us all. You, I, and everyone with that. And whether I'm 5'10" or whether I was 6'4", no one's still gonna ever, you know. But we're getting way off topic here. Football is back, and it's a happy, happy time. It's a happy time for me. Now, my children, I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure where they lie in the football atmosphere, because they have the same connection to it as I, or at least they may have before. And I say that because one of them is off the bandwagon and on the wagon of football disgust. Does that make sense? One of them is not feeling it. And I mean, I understand where he's coming from and why. It's because Kyle Shanahan still has questions about his drafting ability. And I don't understand how, outside of just being that guy, the motherfucker who thinks that we always say he believes he is the smartest. Now I understand what it feels when it means to be a person who wakes up and says, you know what? I'm not stupid. I'm intelligent. I can understand what he goes through. And when you have intelligence, as you know, we know, sometimes it's hard not to be conceited, not to take my opinion as gospel all the time, right? Look at Kyle. Back up just a little bit this year, Kyle. What are we going to do this year, Mr. Shanahan? What are we? What am I going to do? What are we going to do this year, Kyle? Which really means, what are you going to do, my man? You've hired some more coaches this year. As we all know, we changed defensive coordinators again. We apparently have an offensive coordinator, so you say. Sure, we don't. Does his name start with Kyle? Otherwise, I don't know who. Kyle's the one calling the plays. And this is not going to be dump on Kyle Day. Okay? First of all, I'm working on positivity. And I mean that. Really, my whole family is pushing for that. And Dad needs to have as much positivity as everybody else does on a daily. And a lot of that could start with Kyle and or my feelings on he. Pronouns. He being Kyle. Kyle, it's like 9 years now, homie. And heartbreak aplenty. And oftentimes it feels like the heartbreak is the same thing over and over and over again. So I start to wonder, what do I do? Do I be insane and continue to believe blindly that this rat-faced son of a bitch can take us to the promised land, to Inglewood? Do you know that the Super Bowl is in Inglewood, LA? Do you know that it's a possibility that I could go to that bitch much more likely than it was when I could see the 49ers play in the Super Bowl last year in their own fucking stadium in San Francisco? I'm down the street. I could somehow finagle my family into the Super Bowl Niner gang. But you got to get there first. And that starts with training camp. And training camp is here. We got, again, rookies. So who do we get? Let's talk about it. And let's see if my vision is accurate as it used to be, as I would like it to be. All right, we're going to start there. I'm going to put up the crew. Check them. Look at these studs, right? Nothing but studs, nothing but hitters, A's, starters. So let's see. Let's talk about it. Draft was a few weeks ago. We did I would say it was a mock draft here on the show. I did a mock draft for you, just one. Some stations and some channels out there did like 82 mock drafts. They were looking to show you every possible conceivable outcome in which the 49ers could come up with. And nobody got it right. It's like trying to pick the fucking NCAA 64. It's like trying to pick March Madness and getting your bracket and keeping it from cracking. Keeping your bracket straight and clean. Nobody has a clean bracket by day 2, right? And nobody had a correct mock draft by fucking Friday. So we ended up taking Dijon Dijon, like mustard. Right? Dijon Stribling out of Ole Miss, wide receiver, big dude, big nigga. Clearly here to replace one Jawan, third down Jawan Jennings. But he's twice as fast as Jawan Jennings. Now, will he block like Jawan Jennings? Somebody, are you talking about? Are you talking? Again? Oh, I thought my son was over here. Hopefully, he blocks as well as Jawan Jennings blocked for us this season and every season that he's been with us. Jawan Jennings, if he's done nothing well, he blocked for the backs. He put motherfuckers in the ground. He made many a safety and cornerback get outside themselves, get outside their skin. Penalties. He caused people to fight and he caused people to get kicked out of the game. He was blocking them so bad. That man was like, this man is whipping my ass. He ain't scoring any touchdowns on me, but he's just whipping my ass physically on every play. Well, he's gone now because he wanted touchdown scoring money when he was really just blocking, whooping ass player, not a touchdown player. So he's gone. And we have now drafted his cheaper replacement, Dijon Stribling, out of Ole Miss, home of the lesser talented Manning, but just as famous, Eli. Then we got Romello Height out of Texas Tech. This man is allegedly supposed to be someone that can get on the other side, be a bookend for Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa has never had a bookend. Nick Bosa hasn't had a bookend since that bookend was named Joey Bosa. So he's been here for 7 years, some shit already. He's only played 5, but he's been here for 7 years, and they haven't gotten him any help. They being the boy band, JK. So they haven't gotten him any help. Maybe Romello can reach the heights that we need. I don't know. I'm hopeful, but I'm just hopeful. I don't have a whole lot of, because we don't draft well. Because Kyle and John do not draft well. Because they took Kaylon Black in the 3rd round when he may have been there in the 4th round. But Kyle was so smart that he said, you know what? Somebody's probably going to get Black in the 4th round. Somebody's going to catch them some jungle fever. One of these other white coaches, their jungle fever will specifically fire up in the 3rd round, and they're going to take Black. So I better take Black. And he took him. He put it all on Black. Now, this kid did play well at Indiana, but he was like graded like a 5th rounder. Indiana whooped Ohio State's ass. So everybody on Indiana was good. Okay? So I don't know. Really, the biggest and best question is, will this some bitch see the field? Because we know Christian McCaffrey is getting 90% of our offensive plays, not of the running plays. 90% of our offensive plays this upcoming season, they're going to Christian McCaffrey. So bless us. It'll all be back. Football's back. The McCaffrey love is back. The McCaffrey glaze is back. We do glaze on. We don't glaze much of anything. I don't even glaze honey buns, but we glaze McCaffrey over here. Okay, proudly. So Christian McCaffrey is going to be getting everything. What's the rookie's name? 2nd-year player that we James. He doesn't care. James, the guy that didn't play at all last year except for game last. And was running up like 7 yards a carry. That kid, that young man, that nigga's going to get a chance to play this year, right? So we drafted him in the 3rd round last year, or some shit. Number 107. My face is blocking it, so let me move it to I can recall his name. There we go. Oh, Grayson Halton. The light-skinned nigga. All right, so This nigga apparently has got a little rap game or whatever the case is, first of all, too. Got the fucking fattest, chubbiest, little, cutest little baby face that you've ever seen. But apparently, if you believe the interwebs, he is a freak athlete. I'm talking freak athlete. They try to compare everybody to little Shorty Doo-Wop that played for the Rams for all those years, the Hall of Fame. Y'all know who he is. We don't say his name on this channel. The guy that played for the Rams. They're trying to compare him to him. He's an inside D tackle, as you can see, DT. He's a defensive tackle, and he's a gunner. He's a runner. He's a hunter. He's not. So that's what we had a problem with this year. All of our defensive tackles doing the motherfucking side dance step all season instead of getting on go. Robert Saleh was here, but there was no gas. He's a liar. It was all breaks. Stop where you are. Stay where you are. Freeze. That's what the defensive line did for us last year. They didn't come after anybody. So now apparently this nigga right here is the one to do that. A rookie that comes for the quarterback. Now he's shorter than me. Again, we're still on the height shit. We're still on height here on platform 246. We can take you any way you want to go. We can take you to 6'5". We can take you to 5'10". So he's like 5'10" or 5'9". They say 5'11". Maybe he's short per NFL standards. I'm not short, son of a bitch. So he's less than big height. You know what I'm saying? Be safe, my son. He's less than big height. But apparently he has big energy. And let's pause on that because you know what the fuck I'm saying. His motor doesn't stop. He's all gas, no brakes. Okay, as Robert Saleh tried to say and make our mantra, but he was full of shit. Then we have finally, and I mean finally, some semblance of offensive line play with Carver Willis. I'm blocking. We just stay here. Carver Willis. Offensive lineman. We need that badly. And he's apparently a road grader, a killer on the O-line. And that's what we need. Our offensive line was hosey last year. And I'm not afraid to say I would put on the pads and I'll just get ejected. I'll fuck somebody's throat up or some shit. I'll be, man. But our offensive line last year was run over like your local you know what. That leads us into the other side of the ball, cornerback, Ephesians, like the Bible. Prysock. This man, his parents said, we're not doing you any favors except for you going to make it to the NFL with this name, son. We're going to name you something that guarantees you're going to get to be a 6th round pick at least in the NFL. Because you can't be working at Target with the name Ephesians Physic. And there we go. John and Kyle's magic right before your own fucking eyes. 6 new Niners. We have more Niners aplenty. Mike Evans. Shout out to light skin curly top. Usually we're in the light skin beard gang, but for Mike Evans signing with your team, we might open it up to the light skin curly top. Maybe. He has one game. September 12th against the Rams. Show out or you don't get on the list. But we have a whole bunch of, people that we signed. We signed back Dre Greenlaw. After he tore his Achilles in the Super Bowl, running onto the field to start the third quarter. That was the last time you saw him wearing a 49ers uniform. One Dre Greenlaw. Not you, motherfucker. That's for sure. We're talking everything, Tommy. Hello, welcome in. Everything but the San Francisco Giants. How are you, sir? You already know what to do for me. Thank you. Sit to you, Tommy. The Lakers are done, Tommy, so you should be happy. Lakers are done, son. So I know you're happy. Nothing makes you more happy other than a Dodger loss, huh? Amen, Tommy. Amen, Thomas. Thomas is my best friend. If you're new, fuck you. If you're new, you didn't know, but you know now. Tommy is literally, they're stupid good, Tommy. I hate them. I hate them. I hate SG Gay. I hate the pink purse that he wore to Staples Center to stomp a mud hole in LeBron's ass last night. You let a man who wore a purse to the game carried it the same way I carry my ladies because he thinks he's slick. But it's your purse. It's not your ladies. Like my ladies is the purse that's in my arm. He's carrying a pink purse and he busted our asses last night. I mean, well, I guess he's in the BS. Anyway, they could win. They could win. They could go back to back for sure. They could three-peat for sure. Be the next team to three-peat. Anyway, we're talking about football. We're talking about the man's game, not SG Gay. We're talking about the man's game today, Tommy. Football. We start. You're late, 20 minutes late. Do you do that at school? Can you be 20 minutes late to lunch, Tommy, to serve the children? So we're talking about the rookies right now, the outstanding draft class from Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. I take my goddamn hat off to them, John and Kyle, to this outstanding cast of characters that you have, the Niners. So along that line, the Kyle and John line, right? My guys, Kyle and John. Like I'm about to get the prostate check. It's coming soon. Kyle and John are like a prostate check for me. Necessary, could save my life, but I want to have nothing to do with it. Kyle and John. I just came up with that. And they've come up, of course, with this setup here for the rookies. They've come up, as we talked about, with Mike Evans, light skin in the building. The season that my man Faker Mayfield is going to have this year. Welcome to the rookies. The season that my man Baker Mayfield is going to have this year is going to suck ass. I'm all for it. Because who likes Baker Mayfield, right? So they brought in Mike Evans. We've re-signed, of course, Dre Greenlaw. Big Law's back in the building with Fred. Welcome to all the rookies. Welcome to the gang. Niner gang or don't bang for life. You know what I'm talking about? Faker Gayfield. Amen, Tommy. You hear me knocking? Let me in. It's a 4-game series. What's a 4-game? What? Against the Giants? Shut up, Tommy. Let's see. I'm talking about the Giants and Dodgers series, you dummy. I'm not first of all, I'm not talking about it, you dumbass. Again, if you could read, Tommy, how you got into the education system and you can't fucking read, I don't know. It says 49ers Tuesday. Here, I mentioned the Dodgers one time and it's opening the floodgates for you. It's like you're coming out of the bullpen, Tommy. So anyway, hey, be nice to Tomboy. Steve-O, you be nice to Tomboy. What's up, Steve-O? How you been? It's Tuesday. That's Dema. Okay. Tommy, you're in mid-season form, Tommy, but it's just mini camp. Huh? Right on. I wouldn't expect any more. Kyle and John. 2 pains in my ass again akin to an enema or um, a prostate check. That's, again, like I said, is upcoming for me in my life. Not that you guys wanted to know all that. Sometimes you get some TMI, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. You know, you're on the platform W Balls. We talked about it at the beginning. Kyle and John, though, they had their meetings. I just got to see Kyle at the owners' meetings about a week ago and things like that, or something along those lines. We got to see Kyle ratting along, bigging up all of these rookies that we've drafted. Honestly, do any of you like any of these players? I know everybody's come along on Stribling by now, right? We've all come along on Stribling. We all think, okay, maybe this. And it's really more so because we've convinced ourselves that we want to come along on Stribling. Steve-O, you usually keep shit real. Have you? Have you come along on Stribling? I want to ask Tommy. And the rest of you. What do you think? Let us know now, later, tomorrow. We always say you got your DeLorean. You already seen this fucking stream. You know how it ends. You know what's going to happen over the next 34 minutes. Whatever. Still, leave a comment. What do you think of Dejon Stribling? Is he another wasted pick like Ricky Sent, Ricky Jackson, Curtis Pearsall? Ricky Pearsall got shot. And when he got shot before the season, first of all, I said, God damn, Lord, help us. What else can you take from us, Lord? And I love you, Lord. But then I also said, you know what? 50 Cent got shot. And then when he dropped, hit the earth like an asteroid. Ricky Pearsall's going to do the same thing. Nope. He did not. All right, so let's see what y'all been saying. I appreciate y'all. Third round, running back for Kyle. I would want to grow up. I was just near a Toys R Us the other day. My brother came out of the mall, and he said, there's a Toys R Us in there. I said, shut the fuck up. Stop lying. He says, there is. Thank you. Okay, so you like Stribling. I like Stribling. I think, is Kyle going to play him? Let's be honest. Keep it real. That's a 100 question. Is he going to see the field? Or will he hit the doghouse like Brandon did? And we're going to talk about you before the day's over, sir. It's going to be the final. It's your funeral, like the Lakers' funeral last night. It's your funeral, Brandon, because you will not haunt me all season. Romello Height is going to be great. I think he's going to be great, too. I think he can be good. But I think we got a freak athlete now in the little chubby guy, little chubby light skin. Maybe because that was me back in the day with the goatee and everything. That Stribling will be good, fast, big, loves to block. Thank you, Tommy. I agree. I think he does like to block. And there's a difference between having to block and liking to block. I don't scout till after we draft, so I don't scout players for the team. Boom. There you go, Steve-O. What the fuck are we doing work for you other 31 motherfuckers for? Nope. I'll see what it looks like after Kyle gets him. Boom. Because Kyle's not going to listen to me anyway. Boom. Great question. Dubs fans. What? Dubs fan here. Okay, so this is a call-in show. You can call in at any time. The link is in the comments. It's at the top of the stage. You don't have to. Tommy and my man Steve-O are getting it going right now. But you don't have to scroll too many comments up. It's up there. I could drop it again for you. But the D-tackle in the fourth round, outstanding. Yes, outstanding pick. I think that's what I think it is. That might be. If Stribling he was our first round pick, fucking basically. So, but if Stribling is not, an all-star or basically a Pro Bowler, I think the steal of our picks could be him, the D-tackle. Because everybody sucks that we have. And saying something sucks is not a take. Sit to that. Sit to the GOAT. You learn that if you listen to Jim Rome. You can only learn the rules when you listen to the greats. So saying something sucks is not a take. It's so lazy. There's so many other words that you can use. No one was effective. Everyone was completely ineffective and ineffectual even on the entire defensive line, but especially on the inside. We were open like a sieve. You could run through us like a fucking sieve. This kid not only may stop that just because of his ferociousness, but the D tackle actually, have you ever heard of Warren Sapp? And like people, like players, like that remain nameless from the Rams again. People that go get the quarterback from the inside. Bryant Young, the shortest fucking point or trip between 2 points is a straight line, not a curve or an isosceles triangle or a 90-degree angle. It's just straight a line. So you got an effective defensive tackle to get to the fucking quarterback. The second start taken, homie. We haven't had that since Bryant Young. Justin Smith. We haven't had that since Justin Smith. And he knows it because he was talking shit about the defensive line 2 days ago on the internet. Speaking of which, now we'll pause for that. Pause that. Okay. The D tackle. Bro, Frozen, no. Halton. Yes, Halton. Tommy, am I still frozen? Tell me. Drop me. Let me know. Princess. Tommy still doesn't know how to write. Oh, that's your fiance, Anna. Excuse me. Okay. Princess Anna. That literally sounds like Disney. I'm still frozen? But you hear me? I just try to give you good content. Talk Niner ball. But the internet is against me. Oh, it is Disney. Boom. Frozen. Fuck stuff out and turn the Wi-Fi on. Nope. So we are okay. So I guess man, you know what, bro? I don't know what you're saying. Get on, Tommy, and say what the fuck you got to say if you need to. All right, so it looks like the consensus is, at least among us here, that we've had a good draft. Kyle and John did not shit the bed like you all thought they did. Like we all thought they did. When they drafted everybody that I did not draft, nobody that went to Ohio State, really nobody that went to Indiana or Miami, except for the running back from Indiana, none of the wide receivers. Thank you. And then sometimes, I love you too, bro. Sometimes, apparently, what it is, folks, you guys, all I ask you to do is make the show better. Thank you, my baby. All I ask you, my EP, my little sexy EP, all I ask you to do is make the show better. Sometimes stuff that you all say to me fucks the show up. So, sometimes what you guys say fucks the show up. Sometimes your service is fucked up. See? Tommy? Jesus Christ. Now I froze. Thank you. You can hear me loud and clear, but I'm frozen. You remember my face. Thank you. It's back. Thank you, everybody, my loved ones. I love you all. No matter where you're hitting me from. Salute. Much love. Thank you. YouTube, get with my face, Lo. If I wanted to be a headless horseman, that's how the fuck I would start this fucking channel, YouTube. Okay? I would have to steal after 4 years, and the 4 years. The 4-year show will be coming in June, right? I'd have to still do a motherfucking face reveal show. You motherfuckers will still be wanting that. Now, some of you motherfuckers who have seeped into my Instagram and my Facebook, you already know what I look like. But everybody else will be still looking for a face reveal show. YouTube, if I wanted fucking, and StreamYard, if I wanted fucking pauses, wait till I edit the videos. I can put my own fucking pauses in YouTube and StreamYard. Speaking of edits, I put up a short today. I think it's fucking gold. It really needs to go viral. It has a ton of virality if you ask StreamYard, because they clipped it up for me before. I told them to clip it while I was live last night because I knew it was good. I'm singing off the dome, telling LeBron to go home. And it's pretty good, I think. That's just me. I did it. So, but I had to edit the fuck out that motherfucker today too. So I'm not opposed to editing. Colin John, hopefully you don't need to make any edits to the draft and to minicamp. Now, there hasn't been a lot that's come out, of course, so far. Camp has just kicked off. We had the rookies come in over the weekend. They, got their lockers. Some of them kids, that's crazy. Some of them motherfuckers, that was a dream since they've been 8 years old. To walk into an NFL locker room, get a jersey and a helmet. And some dudes got their lifelong dream. So shout out to them niggas. Hopefully you play that way. Play the way I would have played if it were me. If again, I was 6'3" and didn't have the sick. Play the way I would have played. Balls to the wall, hair on fire until I died. And if I would have became a Niner, I would have died as a rookie. So I want some of you to do that. I want one of you niggas to hypothetically die this fucking season because you played so fucking hard for me and my 49ers. The man that could do that and that could just blow us all out of the water. Pause. And Pause is back in the world. If you didn't know, you know now. He hasn't gone anywhere. It's still effective. The man that could do that is one Dejon Stribling, quite possibly. And his parents also, similar to Ephesians, his parents said, you know what? You're either going to go play sports or you are going to struggle. Dejon. It took some fucking thinking, I think, to put that shit together in that fucking aspect, to just line that shit up, to line his name up like that. It took some doing. They're not, they probably need to crack out the thesaurus, perform, the thesaurus, to put his fucking name together. And they looked at like 6 pages to do so. But they got his name, and he be just what we need to replace Brandy, Donna, Brandana, Brandini, whatever you want. The bitch with the bra, Brandon Ayuk. Go into your mind's eye and ask yourself, how long has Brandon Ayuk actually been a problem for you? For you, meaning me, meaning us, meaning the 49ers, meaning Master Splinter. How long has Brandon been a Thor in the little stubby foot of that rat Master Splinter Kyle Shanahan? Waiting for you, Papa J. What's happening? Everybody smash the like button. Bolster that bitch, please. Bolster the like button, Niner fans. I appreciate it. Don't forget it. It's easy to forget. We smoke, we drink, we work, we think. You can forget to come in here and hit the like button. So Brandon Ayuk has been a problem for at least 3 years since he dropped that pass from Brock Lesnar. Our Brock Lesnar, Brock Purdy, in the back of the end zone. That's when we knew it was time to go. When he ruined possibly the greatest game in 49ers regular season history. He just ruined it. Don't do that, Tommy. Don't make me put you on a timeout, Tommy. Don't make me time out you. Tiffany, If you're watching, you got a wrench. Put Tommy in timeout. Daniel Berry, put Tommy in timeout. Papa, put Tommy in timeout. 7-minute penalty. 7-minute penalty, hockey season. See, Tommy's fucking around. So we got DeJohn Stribling. Brandon Ayuk has been a problem for us since he dropped that pass to Brock Purdy, since he decided that he was going to wear a different color shorts to practice. When you have a uniform, like when I used to have, I only had a uniform one time in my life. Well, twice, junior high school. And my first job, Pizza Hut. I know, baby. Pizza Hut, making it great. Tommy, I know you're mine. I don't give a shit. And I'll show you. Pizza Hut, making it great. So at my first job, we had to wear a uniform. And I was only 16, so don't judge me. Oh, damn, is that the rules? See, I don't even know the rules. I just say shit. And it's hard enough for me to make all of you a mod since I run this entire channel from my fucking phone anyway. So understand that when I made you a mod, it's because I love you. So back to Pizza Hut. I'm at Pizza Hut and we had to wear this very, 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 very small checker, like black and gray and red shirt, right? Mainly black. I couldn't just decide to put on a red shirt and come to work because Yesenia would have sent my black ass home, right? So when Kyle said, "Hey, motherfucker, take those fucking shorts off and put on the black ones. Put on other whatever ones it was. Put on the same ones that everybody else here collecting the check is wearing. The same ones that I'm wearing." And he, like somebody, like he shouldn't have. I was like, whoa. That's what we do, Brandon? And then he stripped, right? So for me, because I guess I'm petty, I don't know. For me, what I would have done is, okay, well, see, I wouldn't even done that because I'm an adult. First of all, I would have never came out like that. I would have never gone against that. Second of all, if I did because I wanted to be an asshole, which I can be, just the rules of the world. Sometimes just the rules of the world, we can't overcome them and they suck. They stink. They should not be, Papa. Oh, I know. Tommy knows I'll smack him. Don't start your shit or I will smack you. Yes, we're all dogs. All right, back to what I'm saying. Where am I at? Brandon Ayuk didn't want to strips on fucking pulls a Channing Tatum right there on the fucking field. Takes his pants off. He's in his little skivvy, his George Kittle Huggies. He's in them shits, and he puts on the right clothes. Oh, okay. You two need to stop. I'm gonna put you two in timeout. That's what's gonna happen. Because I'm not a mod. I'm the host. So I'll put y'all in timeout. So Brandon does a little strip search for us, a little strippy strip right there on the field in training camp. Gets paid, sulks, holds out, walks around in a hoodie. 2 years of this shit, basically. We pay that nigga. Break him off his chips with dip. No problem paying his rent. And what does he do? He quit. He got injured, like week 4. He got a devastating injury. And then he let his clear mental issues, his medulla oblongata, fry up like bacon. And he quit. DFQ. Don't fucking quit. Or we can put an addition on there, the little on any song, the ad lib, DEFQ. Don't ever fucking quit. Really on anything is what you wanted, what you probably should strive for. If you start it, finish it. And now he's finished in the league. Brandon Ayuk, I feel, bitch, because you called somebody a bitch on the internet today. He conspicuous. He comes out today or yesterday on his Instagram with a brand new Brandon Ayuk post, and it's like the fucking hottest thing on Twitter. Brandon Ayuk's latest Instagram post. I couldn't care less. But it's of him holding the money he stole from my family, the 49ers, holding money like he's 17. Bitch, I'm back to being rich. You ain't stopped being rich since you stole that $32 million, you mark-ass buster. How are you back to it? You've been rich, thief. Fucking larcenist. So fuck you, finally, forever, Brandon Ayuk. And I will never have to say your motherfucking stupid ass name on this channel again. I don't care how many times you speed through San Francisco looking for attention, ho. Or how many times you pop up in my internet, interweb, Twitter bird feed. Oh, it's only been 2 years? Well, for me, to me, his dropsies are a problem. So I'm giving him an extra. But yeah, 2 years of contract, whole ass hell with Brandon. And now, Dejon Stripling, maybe White Mike, if he can stay on the field, they're going to make me forget about you, Brandon Ayuk, like I forgot about how hot dogs taste. Because, you know, we don't need any wieners here. I don't need any wieners. No wieners go in my mouth. Not since I was like 7. So you're going to be like a memory from when I was 7 years old, Brandon Ayuk. Hopefully by September, whatever, against the Rams. In fucking Italy, France, Paris. You're going to be sitting in San Francisco watching TV, doing nothing. With a big bank account, but doing nothing. And doing nothing in my fucking mind is the best part about it. No, Tommy. See, that's where we differ. You keep your Bay shit or your LA street corner shit, whatever. I know. Bacon wrapped hot dogs, onions and all that, cilantro and ceviche. You all love it. Yep. The wide receiver room, though. Do you love it? Do you love that? Now that the bitch assness is out of the wide receiver room, clip that. YouTube. I mean, StreamYard, clip that. Now that the bitch assness is out of the locker room. How we feeling about and we don't have to it's not missing anything. Like, it's clean now. How do we feel about the wide receiver room? So we got Ricky Pearsall. We do not have Jawan Jennings. Instead, we have Dejon Stripling. It sounds like some food. Really, he sounds like some food. But I digress. He can possibly play. So who else is next? Mike Light Evans. Mike, which one of my parents is white? Evans. Speaking of racial relations, I'm not. Even at the wedding, Tommy, if you invite us to the wedding and I get to go to the Bay, preferably you would wed sometime around the weekends of September through January. But if you wed and you invite us to the wedding, I ain't going to say shit to her. Even when I bring my fine black woman. Keep your eyes on your own prize. Keep your eyes on your own prize. So, Campbell started it. Glad we put our food down. Campbell, I know that's a joke. Glad we put our food down. Help me, Steve-O. Yeah, sometimes I'm slow. If Pearsall gets hurt, we might be in a little trouble at the wire. Okay, I agree. You mean like 3 years in a row? If he's a triple threat? He's been hurt twice. One from a gunshot, one when it looked like he got shot on the field. Went down, never came back. Put it down. Oh, boom. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I'm glad we put our foot down too. Yeah, we need to just stop with the fucking players that really. Devondre Campbell, you bitch ass, you quit. I'm sorry, baby. Out of here. Boom. Out of here. Yeah, and we're holding. Speaking of pettiness, we're holding your ass hostage, Brandon, until the last possible second. We're off him again. All right, so wide receiver room. We got Ricky Pearsall. We have Mike Evans. So did we get him 2 years too late? Let's talk about him. We have Mike Evans. Has it really sunk into you? Like the Rogaine is sinking in on top of his shit? You need to talk to LeBron. I would tell him to talk to LeBron if I wasn't done with LeBron. And if it was working for LeBron. It's really not. And if it's not going to work for LeBron, it's probably work for nobody. Because if anybody's on the Michael Jackson level of rejuvenation, it's probably LeBron James. Like hyperbaric. You know what I mean? If anybody can rejuvenate anything in 2026, it's probably LeBron James. So Mike Evans, he's at least coming to California, thankfully he wouldn't have anything to do with any of the basketball teams in the Bay Area. But he's coming to California. Maybe he can talk to LeBron about, the right hair-de-do, hair plus, whatever the case is. But aside from that, what do we think about Mike Evans? Mike Evans is walking off the field into the Hall of Fame. He's going to be wearing creamsicle when he does it. But for just a cup of coffee, he can come in and sweeten up our day. Give us a shot of adrenaline. Or can he not? Is it just too late for Mike Evans? Has he lost too much hair and too much speed? I see you all off season long, all on the gram, on IG as the kids call it, on the gram. Mike Evans running drills in the park. I saw Brandon Ayuk doing that 6 years ago. Damn near got up to, okay, but look where we are now. Mike Evans, I see you, dog, out there practicing. They said, Mike Evans, putting in that offseason work. Mike Evans, offseason grind. Mike Evans, don't stop. I see it all on fucking Instagram. I see it. There is nobody in front of you. You are not being blocked by any Seahawks, any Rams, not even a Cardinal. So is he worth the 2 years that we paid him? Is Mike Evans worth coming into our team to be Unc? Because we signed Mike Evans, I'm thinking at least 50% to just be Unc. I may be wrong. He may pull out the LeBron. I've never been a third option, but now I am. But look what I can still do. LeBron, you just shut the fuck. So, what do you think? Did we fuck up the free agents? The way you would think we fucked up the draft before you really did your homework? You just think Mike Evans is too old? He's too long in the tooth? I think personally, Mike Evans is he's gonna be Unc. And I think sometimes a team needs Unc. Okay, if he makes a difference like Anquan Bolden did for us, look the fuck out. If he plays like Anquan Bolden was playing when he came, now, if he plays, say, a notch above Emmanuel Sanders, but for a whole season, how are we feeling about that? If he can give us Emmanuel Sanders 2.0, senior, more than above average, will you be happy with that? I would be happy with that. If he can give us first of all, you got to crack 1,000 yards on me. And I think he needs to be at all times, Brock Purdy should have really 3 security blankets. Kittle, McCaffrey. Steve-O says, yes, thank you. I think he gets 12. I really do. I think he scores 12 touchdowns minimum. Thank you, Steve-O. Over 1,000 yards. I think he has to get 12 and 12. And I think he goes for 12 and 12. 1,200 yards and 12 touchdowns. Or at least I'm praying for that. What's the fucking deal? We talking Niners. If that's only 58 points, my man, quickly with the calculator, or you might do that in your head. Steve, I wouldn't put it past you. 58.8 yards per game, but that's also, of course, playing every game. And Mike Evans is playing at 33 years old. 35. You put that on future, I could get it 12 TD, okay, 1,000. Like 1,057, something like that. It's more likely. I can dig it. I just want him to be available for all games. Because I think we all forget the number one ability that any athlete has is availability. Shit, most in life. If you just go to work every day and you don't set anything on fire, it's hard to lose your job. Exactly. I think it was a good deal, monetarily and footballerily. I think it'll match up well. They won't be opposites. They'll be like this. Again, not like this. Now, what we really want, thank you, Jay. This is what we want. We're hoping that Pearsall has a coming out party with 1,010. Can you give me 2 dimes, nigga? You can't give me 2 respective dimes for your craft? Ricky P? Do you want to be, I mean, come on. Who do you want to be? Pretty Ricky or 50 Cent? Which one are you going to be? That's what I need to know. I see you on Instagram touching your feet. You little fucking hoe. Cut that shit out. I don't care that you have a black girlfriend. Stop dancing unless you're dancing in the end zone, Ricky. That shit's feminine. And it comes out on the field. You're white. Just come play like it. You can fuck as many black women, hopefully just that one. You can fuck her for the rest of your life. That doesn't, but play some football, Loke. Fuck, do you want to be pretty? Grind with me. Or in my hood, niggas coming at me. Which one do you want? I tell you which one I want. Many men wish death upon me. You don't want me to start on Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne is gone. So that's why we don't need to do that. Kendrick Bourne started that shit here. He let he let Tyshawn know it was okay. And then it became our entire culture. Robinson came here with his old decrepit ass for 1 season. Non-stop dancing on Instagram with Kendrick Bourne. Non-stop. Nigga, you didn't do shit all season. Old ass nigga. Trying to stay fresh. You could have stayed fresh, blocking harder, homie. Now you're going to be the 7th seed, 7th off the fucking depth chart, or out of here. Speaking of the wide receiver room, Demarcus Robinson came over from the Rams. More people stealing money from the Niners. It's usually coming from the wide receiver room because they're usually a bunch of fucking divas, except for the little man that you look in his eyes, DeJon Stribling. That young man looks like a pro. He talks like a pro, carries himself like a pro. He has no Kendrick Bourne hoe in him, yo. Not that I've seen an interview that I saw. warms my heart. He seems like a man. He can talk to the media, Brandon. Ready now, you talk to the media like he was an 11-year-old girl for 5 years. Yep. But he's on Instagram. Bitch, I'm rich. He's like a solid dude. Yep, he does. Hopefully he's solid on the field. That's really what I want. I don't give a fuck how you talk. If you can score some touchdowns, then that's what I want. Because that's going to help us get the chips. And I think the biggest thing, as we talked about the D tackle that we drafted, did, my man Bosa get a book in? My man Greenlaw's back. The defense. Hold on. See, Steve-O? That's why we're brothers, Steve-O. No, I fucking didn't, Steve-O. But guess what? Defense wins you chips. And that starts at the back of the defense all the way to the front of the defense. At the back of the defense, where Jair Brown is at. Where Jair Brown used his cell phone to call Dante Whitner and apparently Richard Sherman like a bitch. See, Steve-O, I was getting there, Steve-O. You're ahead of me. I want to know if you all heard it. Or if you heard at least Dante Whitner, someone who, yes, played Pro Bowl safety for us. Someone who played in the Super Bowl for us. I agree with that. I kind of see that. He could be good. I'll take all the dribbling I can get. Someone who, I believe Dante was on the Super Bowl team. Was he not? Somebody help me. But what he did do is apparently field a call. And let's make, only hopefully you can hear it. Because again, like I said, we run this channel from the phone. But one day. But Jair Brown decided to call Dante Whitner and tell him, again, just the most hoasis shit. Thank you. Just the most hoasis shit. Of course he was. He played with P-Dub, Navarro. The most hoasis shit and say, hey, man, you can't be talking about my play, man. What's up, Unc? You supposed to be Unc. You ain't keeping it G. What the fuck? No, you're supposed to be Neff. You're supposed to keep it G. Like I tried to keep it G for my unks. My uncles when I was young. You're supposed to keep it G, nigga. And not call them up bitching as long as your braids are about another man critiquing you. If you can't take the critique, get out the game. My face is all over YouTube. Not as much over YouTube as I would love it to be, but it's fucking there. It's pretty critiquable. And I have to take it on the chin. Well, I don't take nothing to the face. You know what I'm saying? He didn't like it. And he let them know. So then this is what Dante Whitner let all of us know.
Let me on the phone trying to check me, telling me I can't talk bad about him when he has a bad play. He called me and Richard Sherman on the phone that he used to respect us and that we're not keeping it G because we told the truth about his deficiencies. Ain't that some bullshit? You fucking know that you played like shit last year. And collect myself and I'm thinking, Whitner, growth. Hey, Jair, honestly, do you feel like you played like a top safety last year? He said, yeah. I said, so you felt like you should have made the Pro Bowl last year? He was like, yeah. In that moment, I knew that the kid was Now, if you got a valid point, I'm willing to listen to it. But if you play like shit and I analyze it, I'm going to continue to analyze it that way. When you play well, I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to give you all the praise in the world. When you play like shit, I'm going to tell you played like shit. And guess what?
Steve-O, you're correct.
3 Pro Bowls at your position. I'm considered an expert. I have the right to criticize and analyze your game, buddy. So when you don't perform up to standard, I'm going to speak on it. But if you listen to Hittner, who's an expert at your position, you will get better. You have to get better in the deep half in the middle of the field. You have to get better at pre-snap communication and reading formation.
Blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. All right. Now, two things can be true in life. If you didn't know, now you know. Okay? Two things can be true. Dante Whitner is definitely salty that he's not coaching for the 49ers in the secondary. He's not the defensive coordinator or the motherfucking cornerbacks coach. For sure. And these little young niggas do be niggling. These little young nigglets. Excuse me to my white folks, my white homies. You know, these are, it's the new dude. You know what I mean? Like, you can't take a little bit of criticism that is spot on. Now, whether it's from a bitter old nigga or not, be smart enough, be man enough, be professional enough, give a fuck enough about the football and not just yourself, player X, to look at any of the shit and see. Now, if I came on here and said, man, I'm as good at this fucking shit as Mr. Beast, you motherfuckers would be looking at me like, nigga, first of all, you're black. You're not, Lawrence. Like, you couldn't take any of that shit and say, yes, you do need to keep your eyes on your peripheral as at least somebody who played in the league, somebody who played in the Super Bowl. Have you played in the Super Bowl yet, Jair? I'm not positive. We go so often and lose so often. I lose track. But Jair, have you played in the Super Bowl yet? If you have, did you play like Dante probably played in it? He played like he played like he did play like he talks. I will say that, or vice versa. Yeah, you damn right. So that's the one thing where I can't hate on Dante. He got the nickname Dante Hittner not for nothing. He earned that fucking nickname. Last night, again, we talked about earning your nickname. We were live last night for the Lakers funeral. Earn your nickname. There you go. Thank you. I figured he did. Yeah. So you half-assed it. He got shit. All right, come on, man. Look, bro. All right, so, Jair, you played in the Super Bowl. As a matter of fact, he sure the fuck did get a pick. Goddamn right. He still did not play well last. Oh yeah, his rookie season. Well, when you're the new thing on the block and nobody has any film on you, nobody can see you. We all know that's what happens. But what happens in your second year, the sophomore slump? He hit the sophomore slump. Out of position, nonstop. Let's not just make this the Jair Brown jack his ass up show. We don't need to do that. We're just talking about the defense needing to improve. Jair Brown is one of those areas in which the defense needs to improve. He needs to not take bad angles. He needs to not miss so many tackles. He apparently needs to take a little bit off the cream off the top of his motherfucking sundae and thinking that he's big shit in the secondary, because he's not. Miss less tackles, get more picks. Jair, then you can talk your shit. Moving inward, we have corners on each side. We have the little Lion King character, and then, we got some rookies. We got Upton Stout, who also has caught the ire or the eyes of one Dante Whitner. I don't have that audio for you, but it's out there. Upton Stout, I think, can be a guy. Now, if, similar to Mike Evans, like finding the fountain of youth for the hair, if the Upton Stout could find the fountain of height, he probably would make the Pro Bowl. Also, though, if he stops getting beat on the double moves or on play action, he will make the Pro Bowl, even at an inch shorter than me. Huh? You don't agree? You disagree? Oh, sorry. Okay. You never know. Might one of these. So Upton Stout, he will be a Pro Bowl player, I think. If If he can stop biting on the play action so that he's not getting beat over the top, that's the only way he's getting beat, that they really get past him. And if he was 3 inches taller, it would be over. Further inward, we have, of course, Fred Warner coming off a devastating injury. Dre Greenlaw back in the Bay, back on our defense, back next to Fred. Coming off still a devastating injury. Nick Bosa coming off a devastating injury. Small Bear. Small Bear needs to start playing like Big Bear. Enough of the Small Bear. We don't need Yogi or nothing like that. Yogi or Winnie the Pooh. You know what Winnie the Pooh type of, we need Winnie Pooh and Milk and Honey, Nuts and Honey, Oats and Honey, the fucking horror movie. If you want to be Winnie the Pooh, Small Bear, be the one from the fucking horror movie. Check it on your Netflix or your legal. It's pretty stupid, but pretty great. Winnie the Pooh horror movie. If you want to be a little small bear, we don't need a Care Bear. We need something more akin to Chucky or the Leprechaun. Small Bear. We need 17 minimum games of health. Small Bear. We need you to train in California every single second that everybody else is. Small Bear. Not Florida. Florida man. GTA. Florida man. Get to the West Coast, Loke. And anybody else on the defensive line, just be okay. And that's all I'm asking you. Boom. You got it. Right before the end of the show. Stark, we need you to be Cocaine Bear. Fucking Cocaine Bear. Unstoppable. Can jump up on top of a fucking gazebo. Or over your left tackle. Whatever. But to the quarterback. If we can just get those few things, we'll win the Super Bowl. What do y'all think? Am I a dreamer? Am I a Pisces? I am. No, I'm coming. Am I a dreamer? I am a Pisces. Or we just way still far off. Appreciate all y'all stepping up with me tonight. 49ers Tuesday. I'm going to try to make you motherfuckers mark this shit on your calendar all the rest of the season. Every Tuesday, every 7 days. But that's like months. We're starting right now. Football doesn't end until my birthday again, basically. Until Pisces time again. It's straight football. Caught it like a performer. And if you want to see a performer, check out the short that we dropped. LeBron's gonna go. Oh yes, he is. Yes, I am a dreamer. Nothing comes from dreamers but dreams. Sitting by a little porch when everyone else is down the street. Nothing comes from talkers but sound. Even though we want to, but the world still goes around and round. Y'all be safe. Go Niners.